All right, what is up, everybody? This is Shadow Scout 0013 reporting in after a while. Sorry about that. Everything has been so busy this past week. It's been insane. Um, but I'm gonna get back over here for a skirmish for Rebels with Han Solo. And just a few different ways that we could possibly run Han in a skirmish style setting. Now, if you don't know anything about Han, Han has low profile, which is awesome with the new updates. Gunslinger, allowing you to perform a ranged attack on two different units. A sharpshooter one, steady, which is a great upgrade that he just recently got to allow him to shoot after a move. And then uncanny luck, so that he can reroll up to 3 defense dice at one time. Surges to crit for attack, and then surges to defense. He's got 2 red, pierce 2 at range 2, which is phenomenal because anytime he gets paint, he's basically taking them out, unless they have heavy cover, basically. But basically, if he rolls paint, he's going to kill someone. You don't want to get him in a melee because he's not a very strong melee character, and he can be squishy because he's only 6 health and then white. So with him, anytime he gets dodges, he's really going to want to keep him, but he doesn't have nimble. So it's going to be really hard unless you're giving him consistently tokens. So for that, you can give him either Steam Bleeder so he doesn't take hits. You can give him improvised orders, or you can give him vigilance. Right now, I'm going to give him vigilance because right now I'm going to give him make him kind of almost the focus due to some requests as well. And then for training, there's a few different things. Since we're going to be trying to give him as many dodge tokens as possible, he's going to want situational awareness because it's a close fighting. I mean, it's a small board, so you're in conflict almost immediately. So he's going to be wanting to dodge everything as much as possible. And since he's not very strong in melee, we're going to want someone who kind of is, or something that kind of is. And why not, for this matter, just go ahead and take Chewie. He's pretty cheap. Right now, what we can do is tenacity will allow 5 red when he's wounded. And so there's a few choices here. He doesn't surge to defense. He only surges to offense. He's got 2 red, 2 white, impact 1, pierce 1, range 1 to 3, which is awesome. And like I said, 4 red for his melee, but if he's got tenacity, he's going to have 5, which will be awesome, surge and crit. Scale is awesome. Guardian 3, so he's going to be protecting Han quite a lot. And then Enrage 4. So after he gets 4 wounds, he's going to have no courage value and he's going to gain charge, which is phenomenal, especially in a kind of close range like this. You're going to be getting those hits kind of quick. So with teamwork, Han Solo, this is going to be giving Han dodges like crazy, which is also going to be giving Chewie Han dodges like crazy. Same with aim tokens. So there's a few things that we can do here. We can either do, for the other one, if you really want to, you could go with Protector. If you wanted to save Han, I mean, it's only 5 points. Offensive Push, which will help give him the aims, or Into the Fray if you really wanted to. Seize the Initiative is not that bad either. That way, when Han gets something, Chewie can get something. But for the most part, all the command cards for Han, besides his 1 pip, I think his 2 pip is Han and 1 trooper, which would be able to give it to Chewie if you really wanted to. Change of plans, Han, you can give it to Chewie if you really wanted to. And then Notorious Scoundrels, Han and Chewie. So you don't necessarily need it much, but in case you do want it, there's that to give him. I'm going to go with offensive push. Into the Fray is not bad either, because like I said, he's going to be getting into melee with a lot, and a lot of people are going to be surrounding him. So Into the Fray would not be bad. Offensive push, though, is probably what I'm going to go with for this one. Now we need 2 core units. There's a few things. If you want activations, which is what I really, really, really like the most, then what we want is, let's try to go with some Rebel veterans. Okay, you're welcome to go naked with them. But for this sake, we're going to go with the heavy. We're going to go ahead and just double the amount of people we have. That gives us 6 activations with 71 more points, basically, to use. If you wanted, you could maybe add a medic. But since we have 70 points to use, I'm going to go with ATRT to get 7 activations. And since, like I said, we're going to be in close combat, I think that the flamethrower would work perfect, which is going to completely give us, 7 activations, under 500 points. Phenomenal. Chewy is heavy melee. The ATRT is going to be great at close range with the flamethrower. And then the medium, with the medium blaster, you could, if you wanted to, fire support into a lot of stuff with Chewy or Han. And then maybe use the ATRT as like a quick threat to people because of armor. You can maybe get him in, not maybe too quick, but at least get him in enough. And if you wanted to, I'm sure you could probably take a CM trooper off, maybe give yourself an astromech droid, and then on the other rebel veteran, maybe you can give yourself the leader so that you can have an increased courage, and do stuff like inspire 1, because Han's not going to have that. Or you could go with the medical droid, which I would probably go with if you were going to do that. You still have 7 activations. You lose like 4 white dice, critical 2, to hopefully heal and to keep some people alive a little bit longer. But that's kind of up to you. Now, if we were going to go with, let's see, let's take that one out and that one out and just go again back with the regular CM Trooper, the 499. You've got Sorry About the Mess, which I would definitely go with. And then either ambush or sabotage communications. I wouldn't go with sabotage because you really want either like Han and them. So ambush would probably be the best. Reckless diversion, definitely a good one. So you can go with that one. And then push. And then change of plans and notorious scoundrels. I would go with notorious scoundrels definitely, and then change of plans, because then that kind of allows you to either get Sorry About the Mess again, or reckless diversion again, or change of plans again. I mean, it's kind of up to you. So that's why I would keep notorious scoundrels, because you're also oftentimes going to want to give Han and Chewie the order tokens. Now, I mean, I don't really know what I would go with first, command card wise, because you don't know what the situation is going to be, if you were going to have a situation. But honestly, this is the list I would go with. 7 activations, 499. You can't really add anything else. And if you really wanted to, I'm sure you could give Han, if you're going to give him anything, the grappling hooks, just so we can like get away if you really needed to. But for the most part, that's it. So if you find this list helpful, go ahead and like this. Now I'll go over, elimination. You're going to be pretty good at elimination. Armor is going to be perfect for this. Honestly, what you could do as well is, if you wanted more, it's sacrificing an activation though. If you wanted another ATRT, you could get rid of the 2 medium blasters and put one other ATRT in there and have 6 activations, but 2 armored activations, Han and Chewie, and then just 2 rebel veterans, which aren't too bad. And then with 500 points, you're only going to get a few of these. You're only going to get, these are your only 4 to choose from. So breach, I mean, you're probably just going to try to keep the others from getting in, going in with ATRT as fast as you can to just barrel through. Control, that wouldn't be too bad with the fire support, especially if you can get the the Mark II, or sorry, the medium blasters, the Mark IIs, and a really good pincer. So it just kind of like completely keeps people towards the middle, and then you can just kind of consistently pound them out if you can. Elimination, same thing. And then pivotal positions, you can keep the Mark II on one of your positions, or both Mark IIs on your positions, to completely keep them covered at all times while you charge in with ATRT, rebel veterans behind the ATRT for light cover, and then going in with Han and Chewie to kind of, cover your butt. or cover his butt and, do the little famous duo stuff. So that's an option for you guys. Honestly, there's other ways. If you wanted to, you could, let's see if we cleared some of this. I'm sure there's a way. So if you did Han, probably shouldn't have done that. Han, so say we did want, improvised orders, and then you wanted to run him with offensive push, and instead of Chewie, you wanted to run Sabine. I've seen someone do that, give her the dark saber for melee. She's going to be a lot more expensive. You're not going to get as many people in, but she is going to wreak havoc, and she's got some bombs to throw. I would give her offensive push. Like I said, she's going to be traveling a lot. The personal combat shield, electro grappling hooks wouldn't be too bad because it's going to completely stop melee people from coming in. And then you could just do 2 regular naked rebel troopers. Let's see, I forgot to change that. I've seen somebody also put in the land speeder to, keep Han going. And then let's see. You should order yourself. Link, you don't need anything. I mean, it's gonna be with the pilot, like I said, he's gonna be, you're looking for something super cheap. So maybe I wouldn't do that. It's Arsenal 3. Honestly, your best bet is this right here, but he's also surgeon to hit. No, he's not worth it. No, I wouldn't go with any of this. I would just stick to what I said. But if you want Sabine in there, maybe you could just do 2 regular naked troopers with Han, and then you Clan Ren would be too expensive. Because you wouldn't be able to get a lot in other than those. So say that you did those. Yeah, you're already at 453. You don't need the rockets, but you do give the maybe like offensive push. And then maybe you do, there you go, 1 more core, that's 6. You've got Clan Ren, Sabine, you got Han, and you've got 3 rebel troopers, 6 activations. It's pretty heavy melee threats and close range threats. So, I mean, that's going to be pretty good firepower and defense. Because, I mean, everyone hates on the Mandos. I do too, because they're not like, the greatest. But with compact combat expertise, you're possibly going to be getting 6 black dice if you keep them hidden well enough and give them some dodges. And or if you want to be more offensive, like I'm putting them in here, you have, the 2 black dice, range 1 to 2 each. So that's 6, shooting. They have 2 points each. And then they're, Ursa's got or not 6. Yeah, you're going to be shooting a single rainbow with her, and then 2. So 4 or 5 black, and then a red and a white. So that's not bad. Sabine going to be great, with Clan Ren helping her. 3 rebel troopers to kind of get some objectives done while the heroes go after people. Yeah, that's what I would do. But yeah, hopefully you like those lists. If you do, just like, subscribe, and tell people about this channel. That would be awesome. And I'm going to come out with another skirmish list for Rebels in just a second as the second request. So hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.